Hey everybody, welcome to Cooking with James. I am your host James. Today, another simple and delicious cook. We are going to be doing shrimp fettuccine Alfredo with cheesy garlic Texas toast bread. Yum. So let's go ahead and get into the cook. Alright, so I just want to show you guys what I got. This is going to be very easy. Okay, so first thing we got the sauce. Now use any kind of Alfredo sauce that you like. The Classico, the Bertolli's, the regular or the Ragu, whatever. It doesn't matter. Whatever you like, just get a jar. This is the standard 15-ounce jar. And then for the noodles, you just want to get fettuccine noodles. Now, here I've got a pound, okay? But we're going to be doing 8 ounces. Obviously, if you want to make the whole pound, just double up everything that I'm doing here. And so the first thing, and the shrimp. Now, the shrimp, it's already pre-cooked, and I got it from the grocery store in the meat department. I know where they cut meat and stuff like that. They will have cooked shrimp already. Now, you can do both ways, raw shrimp or cooked. I've done both ways. Actually, I will explain how to do. If you have raw shrimp, how to do the raw shrimp. I just find it a lot easier to do the pre-cooked shrimp. Okay, now for the noodles, we're using half. So 16 ounces is a pound, and we're gonna be using half. So we got 8 ounces of noodles here, and what you wanna do is just go ahead and break those right in half, okay? Just so they fit perfectly in the Ninja Speedi. And then we're gonna be doing some cheesy garlic Texas toast. Yum, can't wait for that. And then we're gonna be using 1 3/4 cups of water. That's it, and this is super fast. Let's go ahead and go to the Ninja and get this cooked up. Okay, here we are at the Ninja, and obviously we are at the top view first. I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to get this stuff in here. So just go ahead and open the Ninja up, and look a little more familiar now. All right, so inside, I might have this in here. We are gonna be using this, but not right now, so take this out and set it aside. And with our noodles, I'm just gonna go, remember we broke them in half. Put all your noodles in there. Get them situated nice in there, just like that. And remember, if you wanna double this recipe, you can easily make a whole pound of the fettuccine, not a problem at all. So then we're gonna go in with our 1 3/4 cups of water. Perfecto. Perfecto. And all you do is you want that literally to just barely cover the noodles, is basically what you're looking for. So that's what it's looking like right there. And from there, we're going to go ahead and add on our Alfredo sauce, or add half of the jar right now. So let me see a little more. So that's about half. All right, and we're going to save the half. I'll show you why. And then go ahead and just kind of mix all this stuff up. Just get that Alfredo sauce in there mixed with the water, all that stuff. And that is just about looking good to, ooh, it already smells like Alfredo. Well, of course it does, because Alfredo sauce. Anyway, all right. So we're perfect, we're good to go. So from here, we are going to add this top right here. Now you do want to add this when you're making it, because, well, we're going to be using it later anyway, but it also is a deflector of the direct heat from the top element. You don't want that element to kick on and directly hit your noodles and all that stuff as well. It'll actually dry them out. So it's good to use this regardless, but we are going to be using this also. So now we're going to go ahead and close this. I'm going to bring you down and show you the settings we're going to use. Okay, so for the settings, we got this button up here, and we want to, well, actually, go ahead and turn it on. And we want to be over here on the rapid cook side. We are going to be using Speedi meals. We'll leave it at 390, but our time, well, actually our time, we're going to leave at 20 minutes as well. And we're going to hit start. So super simple. It takes a few minutes just to preheat. Then we'll start counting down, and I'll bring you back for the next step. All right, guys, so we are coming up on the 10-minute mark. And there we go. 10 minutes. I'm going to try to, it doesn't matter, it always steams. Just then get the steam off of the camera lens. All right, so from here, what we're going to do is go ahead and take off the upper lid right here and set it aside. Make sure you use gloves or something because it is hot. And then at the 10-minute mark, we're just gonna go ahead and stir all the stuff up. Make sure everything is getting saucy, and it is, and it's looking great. Can't get too close because of the steam, guys. Sorry about that. But we're looking good. Now from here, we're actually going to go in with the rest of our Alfredo sauce. So at the 10-minute mark, go ahead and add the rest of our Alfredo sauce. And what I also like to do, because there's still kind of a lot of sauce in the jar, I got a little tablespoon of water here. Just dump it in that Alfredo jar. Go ahead and close it back up and then shake it. Oh yeah. And then get all the rest of that Alfredo sauce out of there. Yes. Yeah. Eat. And now just go ahead again. Stir it all up. Oh, it smells so good. Just some Alfredo. Perfect. Alright, now we are also going to add our shrimp at this point in time. Okay, so I got the shrimp right here. Go ahead and dump all the shrimp in. Stir all that stuff in there as well. Alright, looking good. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to eat. Yeah, get it all over the place. Okay, so from here, we want to go ahead and, that thing's still pretty hot, so make sure to grab a glove before you grab the tray over here. It's going to be still pretty hot. And we're going to put this little tray right on top. There we go. And now we're going to add our toast. I'm just going to do 2 pieces. You could fit like, I don't know, 4 or 5, maybe 6 pieces in there if you want. Now, if you want to do the raw shrimp at this point, instead of putting your bread on, you would actually put your shrimp on, cook it for about 3 minutes, and then just dump the shrimp in there, and then put your bread on. It's not going to make your noodles any mushy or anything like that. But that's how you do raw shrimp. It's just an extra step. I just like the pre-cooked shrimp better. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and close this up. Let it resume. We'll see you in a minute. All right, guys. So we are counting down to 5 minutes and 30 seconds left. Open this up. Oh yeah, that bread should be for about 4.5 minutes for the bread or so. And check it out. That is perfect. So I'm actually going to take the bread off, set it aside. We are going to also take the top off here and set this aside. There we go. Let's give this a good stir in. Oh yes, that is exactly what I'm talking about. That is looking delicious. And it's done. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and make a plate, and we'll meet you at the cutting board to take a test. All right, so here is what we ended up with. Shrimp Fettuccine Alfredo, and it's delicious. Now, the first thing I do want to say, because I've cooked this about 5 times, okay? A couple of times, this one turned out perfect, but a couple of times, the noodles were a little hard. And the reason why, after the 15 minutes, the reason why is because, I don't eyeball 8 ounces of noodles. I don't measure 8 ounces. I just eyeball it. So if you have, let's say, 9 or 10 ounces and you use 1 3/4 cups of water, it's not going to get the noodles all done. But don't worry, because at the end of the cook, if by chance your noodles are a little hard, throw an extra 1/2 cup to a cup in there, give it 5 more minutes, and then it will turn out just like you want. I'm just saying, that's just something I ran across myself. And so anyway, we're gonna go ahead and give this a shot. Let me get some shrimp in here. Oh yeah, some Alfredo. Noodles are perfect. Of course, the bread's perfect. shrimp. Oh, look at that. Perfectly cooked. All right, that's a meal fit for a king or anybody else. All right, so don't go anywhere. I'll meet you up top. Got a few words to say. All right, so we are finished with the cook. And the first thing I do want to get into is kind of what I reiterate or what I said. I'm going to reiterate on when I was taking a bite. If the noodles at the end are not completely done, it just means you put a little too many noodles in there, because I don't have a scale to weigh 8 ounces of noodles. So if you happen to, just eyeball it, what half is. So if you put 9 or 10 ounces in there for that amount of water, the noodles might turn out not quite done at the very end. Don't worry, okay? Don't get frustrated. What you can do is just go ahead and add a half of a cup to an extra cup of water at the end. When you find out, okay, they're not done, just add that, close it for another 5 minutes and cook it, and then they'll actually cook. So it's the measurement of water. Now you don't want to add too much water, because at the end of the cook, you don't want the noodles to be mushy, and then you don't want there to be a lot of water left as well. So that's kind of the trick of cooking on the Ninjas. You got to get the measurements pretty precise, but these turned out perfect. I've cooked this 5 different times, and the hard noodles actually have happened to me twice, and that's how I know. So I just added an extra cup of water or so, close it for 5 more minutes. Perfect. So if you have any questions about that, drop them in the comments as well. But oh my gosh, the shrimp fettuccine Alfredo, yum, absolutely delicious. So anyway, if you are new to the channel, please think about subscribing. If you like the content, make sure to give a thumbs up, drop that awesome comment or question, whatever you got. And with that being said, we'll catch you on the next cook. Thanks for watching.